The meaning of idolatry has become diluted and sometimes lost in translation over the centuries. What once was considered idolatrous in one religion's eyes has now become something now naturally accepted as normal. Many people say idolatry is an ancient practice and has no relevance this day and age. Or does it? Now, some of us may keep our eyes simple. But what of those who may be overly interested with a certain genre of books, music, or movies to the point we form an unhealthy obsession of it? It does happen, many times to younger ones such as self-impressionable girls becoming obsessed with the latest pop sensation on the airwaves or the hot guy in the latest movie. And what of the obsessed sports fans? Those who decorate their entire house in their favorite team, never miss a game, and would get into a fist fight with anyone who makes fun of their team. Yes, you guessed it, another form of idolatry. Many churches are propagating it in the preaching of the health, wealth, and prosperity gospel built on the idol of self-esteem. But we will never find happiness focusing on ourselves. Our hearts and minds must be centered on God and on others. This is why, when asked what is the greatest commandment, Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind." Matthew 22:37. When we love the Lord and others with everything that is in us, there will be no room in our hearts for idolatry. Social media has attracted masses of us because we benefit from the connection, the information, and the inspiration. But for Christians, as many of us can attest, there are potential pitfalls as well. Though we desire to glorify the Lord and represent Him well, the world of social media can upset those intentions if we're not careful. Wisdom would have us check our hearts regularly. Social media enlivens our carnal nature. We enjoy quick satisfaction. Emotion wants an outlet. Complaints must be heard. Anger needs to be expressed. And contrary views must be vigorously opposed, because that's what the flesh enjoys as well, superiority. It will mow down another's views while elevating its own, earning a satisfying flurry of shares and comments. We all know how much the flesh loves validation. We use social media as an outlet to put ourselves on a high pedestal, taking 1 million selfies a day, posting quotes that have very little value, ignoring our children because we are too wrapped up in making ourselves look and feel like we are higher than everyone else. Walking by the flesh may be an accepted norm on social media, but it's not possible to please God in the flesh. Romans 8:8. As believers, we're called to die to those carnal impulses and walk by the Spirit. Perhaps especially on social media, given its reach and impact. We should ask ourselves if our posts are gracious and edifying. Am I slow to speak? Are love and kindness reflected? Am I blessing or cursing those I deem enemies? Somehow, bragging got its wings on social media. In real life, we don't routinely unpack our rewards and achievements for neighbors, co-workers, or fellow church members. We don't feel the need to share everything from compliments to the material blessings we've received. And before social media, acts of service and Bible conferences were not photo ops. But social media stokes that urge within to promote ourselves, to be seen, even to be praised. Jesus spoke to the human urge saying, "Beware of practicing your righteousness before other people in order to be seen by them, for then you will have no reward from your Father who is in heaven." Matthew 6:1. And there's this gem: let another praise you, and not your own mouth, a stranger, and not your own lips. Proverbs 27:2.